It's deep, but it's total. There's a covering for your flesh. The law of sin and death is a covering for your flesh. There's a covering for your heart, the blood and then the indwelling presence of the Ruach HaKodesh, Yeshua in your heart, through the Ruach HaKodesh. But there is no covering for the mind. Or is there?
Choice. You have a choice.
There's a choice. There's an option. The carnal mind versus the spiritual mind. This is the key verse. It's a lifelong battle. It's a lifelong battle. Carnal sowing reaps death. Kingdom sowing reaps life. What kind of life? Abundant. Zoe. The Greek word Zoe. Peaceful. Stress-free living. Let me ask you a question. What do people do to get relief from stress? What do people do to get relief from pressure? Life's pressure.
Drugs, mostly.
Sail the 7 seas. Massage therapy.
All kind of
acupuncture.
All kind of good stuff.
Sex. Drugs.
All kind of good stuff. Yeah.
Ozzy Osbourne.
Rock and roll.
MTV.
BET. If you're black.
Yep.
Bungee jumping. They say they never feel more relaxed. They never feel more relaxed when they're bungee jumping as when they're bungee. People will sail the 7 seas. Massage therapy, acupuncture, counseling, psychotherapy, psychobabble, food, glorious food, mucho food, comer, drugs, sex, rock and roll, to relieve stress, pressure, anxiety, anything it takes.
Anything it takes.
And yet Yahweh has a very interesting word at the end of Yeshayahu chapter 14. And it goes like this. There is no shalom, saith my Yahweh, to the wicked.
Amen. Amen.
So we spend millions and billions. Millionaires will give up their last penny to find one good night of sleep from insomnia. You could have $1 billion. If you're an insomniac, you are a prisoner of your own mind. A billionaire or a millionaire will give up everything to find peace, shalom, and life. What will people do? They'll sail the 7 seas. They'll get acupuncture. They'll take drugs. They'll even take NyQuil. And yet Yahweh says there's no sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Yet there is no peace to the wicked, or season tickets to Iron Maiden. And get their ears drilled. There is no peace to the wicked. If we don't understand there's a battle for the mind, you know what we're going to be like? We're going to be like those poor souls who have had their ears shot out. And they live with ringing for the rest. There's nothing they can do to get rid of the ringing. It's a tremendous tortured life. The ears never, ever, ever stop ringing. I've met people like that. You can pray for them. You can counsel them. There's no medicine. There's nothing that can be done. The ears ring, and then the ringing never stops. Can you imagine living like that? Having a ringing in your ears and never. I have that from a gunshot. One day we went into the range, Rivka and I, and my earmuffs were not on right, and I have constant ringing in my left ear. Praise Yahweh. I don't have ringing in my right ear. And yes, I am a proud Israelite gun owner.
That's right.
Baruch Hashem Yahweh. You try to take what Yahweh has given me. Let's see what happens.
Amen.
No problem. Because the disciple said, Yahshua, we have 2 swords. And Yahshua said, I rebuke you. Go to church. You're supposed to love your enemy. Is that what Yeshua said? No. He said, oh, okay, that's enough. In other words, you don't need a tank and you don't need a missile when Yeshua is with you. Who can be against you? But it's wise, especially in Palestine, to carry a sword. And they had 2. He said, okay, that's enough. So if you see me getting a tank and parking at my garage, please leave the congregation. I'm in the flesh.
Yeah, right.
But if you see me having a single sword, don't tread on me.
Or two.
All three. All four. All eight.
Don't tread on me.
Amen.
Got a full pound for you.
So, where are we here? The battle of the mind. So if we are always, let me help you. And I don't mean this personally, but I do mean it personally. Okay, I don't mean it personally, but I kind of do mean it personally.
Okay.
Listen, if you as a believer are always stressed out, you're always suffering from anxiety, panic attacks, inner turmoil,
Right.
you have not yet received the shalom that passes all understanding.
Amen.
And here is the diagnosis of your problem. You are saved by the blood of Yeshua. Your heart is covered. Your flesh is covered by the whole wheat, unleavened bread. But the inner healing and the life of stress-free living is found in the forsaking of your carnal mind.
Amen. Amen.
Here's a diagnosis. Here's a diagnosis. The reason they're stressed, anxiety, lack of peace, lack of shalom, pressure, all these things, the turbulence that's going on in your heart and in your life, it's because there's a carnal mind that has taken over. I'm preaching good yet?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes, you are.
Go ahead.
I haven't charged you a penny,
No.
and I've diagnosed your problem.
That's the problem.
Because the carnal mind, to be carnally minded is death with all its symptoms, verse 6. To be spiritually minded is life and shalom.
Amen.
So if Yahweh came to give you life and shalom and you ain't got it, and it ain't your flesh anymore because you've learned how to submerge it and cover it, and it ain't your heart anymore, the problem is your mind, and here's the diagnosis. You don't have a brain tumor. That's not your problem. You have a carnal mind. Can a believer have a carnal mind? Let's rephrase the question. How many believers don't have a carnal mind?
None.
And that's why it's a struggle.
That's why it's a struggle.
That puts a
Amen.
whole new perspective.
And that's why it's an ongoing battle. Think about the goodness of Yahweh. He's got a way for you to submerge your flesh. He's got a way for you to control your heart. And now he leaves you alone to battle. Why does he leave you alone to battle? To see if you're going to choose the tree of life or eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. He put that mind, that carnal versus spiritual mind, as a tree of knowledge of evil, good and evil, versus a tree of life, to see what you're going to sow and find out what you're going to reap. It's your choice. There's your choice.
Amen.
Can I hear a good amen?
Amen.
And this is the challenge. I said this is the challenge.
Yeah.
So listen, if you're always stressed out, you're always suffering from anxiety, inner turmoil, the odds are that you have not yet received the shalom that passes understanding. So that's the diagnosis. A carnal mind. Listen, a carnal mind, when we think of carnal, what do we think of? Food, drugs, sex. When we think of carnal, that's what we think of. No.
Drinking.
No, drinking? No. No. A carnal mind is constantly focusing on pleasing Adam's flesh. If you focus on pleasing Adam's flesh, you have a carnal mind. If you focus on kingdom things, hello,
Okay.
you have a spiritual mind. If you focus on pleasing Yahweh from sunrise to sunset, your flesh will be taken care of. Matthew 6:33. What does Matthew 6:33 say? Seek first the malchut of Yahweh, and then
First. Amen.
then all, in other words, you like to eat, it'll be given to you.
Amen.
Oh yeah.
You like to have sex, it'll be given to you. You like, this guy's laughing. You like massage therapy? You like a little schnapps? Yeah, we'll make sure you have a little medicine. But seek first the kingdom. Don't seek Adam's flesh, the things that Adam's flesh wants. Seek his kingdom, his work, supporting the school, volunteering at the school, teaching the children. turning 30 people onto the radio.